Hello Leo, welcome to your reading for 31st of August through the 6th of September. Yeah, and it's going to be a general reading. So let's welcome in the archangels, ascendant masters, light beings, our spirit guides, our higher selves as well, and any animal, ancestral or dragon guides that you feel resonant with, Leo. Okay, 9 of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Lovers, and the 9 of Cups. 2 courts. Oh no, sorry, not courts to start. You have the 9 of Pentacles here, the Page of Wands. So there's something I think recently here, Leo, that's sort of caught your attention, and yeah, something you're inspired, something to do with your independence and your ability to, I guess, sustain the lifestyle that you're looking for. It could be talking also about a new focus or a new direction that you are contemplating. And you could be considering this with respect to the long term, with respect to something that's going to, that you believe will provide you with the lifestyle that you're looking for. Okay. And also provide a nice work-life balance in terms of your passions and what you're into, and then sort of having, time for yourself and time for work and other things. The Lovers and the 9 of Cups. Yeah, I think this is that you're coming into a greater understanding, Leo, of your higher self, and also of your need to sort of, feel emotionally fulfilled with what you do. So you're looking to be, to sort of feel happier and to be happy in what you're doing, which is a really, great approach to sort of seek to align with your heart space here, which I think is what you're doing. 4 of Swords in the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I think you're really taking some time out, or if you're not right now, maybe you will be soon, or generally just taking some more rest breaks, time out, downtime, but maybe doing meditative calm things, I think, as opposed to perhaps tuning into technology and tuning into things around you. Maybe you're going to be just meditating, relaxing, chilling, going within, which is really nice. And I think in that process, you're also going to be tuning into your soul here, Ace of Cups, tuning into your spirit guides, your spiritual aspect, your creativity, your intuition. This is kind of nice, really, to have 4 of Swords with the Ace of Cups. So I think you're going to be doing some really spiritual meditation, or some really focusing now on your, I guess, some creative expression. Using your intuition, but it's emotionally fulfilling as well. And here you also have the 5 of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So this is also talking about, I think you are feeling inspired to perhaps move through a challenge, or maybe to go into a field of learning, or sort of honing your skills. And maybe this is sort of in alignment with the Page of Wands there, which is a new spark of inspiration of something that you're wanting to follow. You also have the Ace of Cups, so that's emotional and creative spiritual potential. Ace of Swords, that potential of having insight, of having clarity, and of wanting to move into something that I think is going to be a learning. It's looking like a learning thing, because the Suit of Swords is interesting because it talks about communication, the mind, the thoughts, but I think also this idea of really applying the mind to learning new things, and I think that could be what that's talking about there. So maybe there's a new course of study that you're looking at here, Leo, or a new field of endeavour. Maybe there's an interest that you're fascinated with, that you're looking to explore. The Hierophant, 3 of Swords, the Moon, and the 4 of Wands. Yeah, so outcome. I think you might be actually breaking with tradition here too. I think there might be something that you realise that's no longer in alignment for you with regard to your spiritual evolution moving forward. This is kind of like that dissonance or that like break with tradition. Maybe you're going to be starting your own path, but you're on I think a spiritual quest here. You may also be going through your own personal healing as well, but I kind of have a feeling that this is, there's a misalignment, and I think you're looking to correct that misalignment. By the misalignment I'm talking about is perhaps maybe your job role or your lifestyle, it doesn't feel in alignment for you, and I think this is, you're going to sort of break with tradition here, or break with what you have been used to, and do something different. And it's going to pay off because you've got the Four of Wands here, which is celebration, reaching a milestone, or having achieving something, or moving into something that you've wanted to move into. And whether that's energetically or physically, emotionally, spiritually, okay, moving into something that's higher frequency, that's kind of helping you to feel uplifted. And it's interesting that, maybe this is hidden from you at this point. So maybe this is something that's going to come. You're going to reach an achievement or a milestone, or maybe you are going to break successfully with this. The way you've been doing things, maybe there's going to be a successful shift or a successful change. And I think it's going to throw some light on perhaps some subconscious things, or some things that have been hidden from your conscious awareness. So it could be things about yourself. There could be a self-discovery aspect to this new path that's opening up, given that you have, two aces here. So there's a new, and the Page of Wands is, very inspired about something new here as well for you, Leo. Let's have a look. Queen of Wands, which is your energy, I believe. Yeah. Queen of Wands, fixed fire. So this is you here. And you're going through a process of Seven of Pentacles, of consolidation, of working out what it is that you want and need moving forward. But I feel like you're kind of looking for this nice balance of, interdependence, of being able to sustain yourself, support yourself here, okay? So that's kind of part of this. You're looking at what's working and what isn't here. Seven of Pentacles, okay? Thinking really carefully about that. And you also have this really awesome King of Swords coming in here. So Spirit's kind of saying that, yes, be your inspired, creative self here, Leo, okay? Keep doing that. And if you need to, really examine what's working and what isn't, then do that. But also really activating this Heir of Air card here. This is King of Swords. We did speak about you with the Ace of Swords, possibly doing a new, involving yourself in a new project, a new venture, or a new course of study perhaps, or some kind of information that you're wanting to investigate. And I feel like this is Spirit saying, yes, you have a high level of intellectual ability here, Leo. So you are more than capable of finding out more information, of researching, of studying, of, talking about things that are important to you. But also you have the ability to align with your own personal truth here, Leo, which I think is what you are doing when whatever this new thing is here, Page of Wands. I feel like that is something that is of part of your higher frequency self that you're really kind of looking to move into, given you have a King and Queen here in your guidance. Eight of Pentacles. This could be about work. Okay, so it could be a work role, which does make sense. And maybe you're going to be doing a different type of work to that which you have been doing. Okay, so maybe you're going to be shifting and changing that. Or there's some part of how you were working that you're going to be going through a process of healing so that you can move into a new way of working, okay? Ten of Swords. Yeah, something's wrapping up here. Okay. There's something that you are finishing up with. Because there are energies here that are talking about newness. You know, potential. So there's potential for you to step into something new. We also have this idea here, Leo, of that something is finishing. Okay. So those two go hand in hand, is what I'm saying. They kind of confirm each other. The Knight of Swords. Interesting. Ace, Knight, and King of Swords. Really moving forward with whatever extra information you need, Leo, and extra whatever you need to do. Maybe you need to talk to people to get some info. You know, maybe you might even be doing some writing. Maybe technology is going to be involved. Maybe there's some investigating and exploring that you are going to be doing here. But it can also be talking about you coming up with creative ideas, okay? You know, you do have this here, which is basically these two together, Leo and King of Swords, is literally creativity and ideas or inspiration. So, you know, being a bit of an innovator or coming up with some new ideas could be something you are interested in. Five of Wands. Once again, Five of Fire you had here as well. Oh, sorry, it is the Five of Wands, yeah. This idea of learning, of overcoming challenges, of pushing through any resistance or any inner conflict and sort of getting some clarity, which is, you know, the Ace of Swords here did come out with that 5. So it may be that you're going to get some clarity. This was general direction moving forward. Things will become clearer, okay, if they don't feel super clear at the moment for you, Leo, right? Yeah, the Five of Wands has made an appearance today in the reading so far. So it's sort of like fine-tuning, learning, bouncing off from others, overcoming obstacles, moving through resistance, you know, all that sort of stuff. Here we are. Wow, Magician. Okay, this is really awesome. So you have a lot of inner resources, Leo. You also have resources around you that you're able to use. You know, which means you could have networks or connections with people that will help you. You could have, you know, maybe there's a few interests that you have that you're going to tap into. Fire, earth, air, and water, you know, all those elements at your disposal here, Leo, and you're a very resourceful, creative being. I think this could be about you really kind of honing in on a new way of working, but I think it's going to be also a reflection of almost a reflection of your higher self and your emotional fulfillment as well, okay, which is really nice. 7 of Cups. Yeah, I think you're looking at your options maybe at the moment. But I think you're definitely inspired to move in maybe there's a field, okay, that you're looking to move into work-wise. And maybe there are different pathways within that field that you're looking at. Or it could be, you know, a new project. Maybe you're looking at different ways of how you can do that project. Or maybe you're looking at different courses of study that, you know, are related to the same field. Something like that at the moment, possibly, Leo. So, yeah. I think you're wanting to, you know, this nice, I love this Knight of Pentacles at the start for you, okay? Really grounded, focused, and wanting to, I guess, you know, call your own shots and really create your own work-life balance here, which I think is kind of what you are looking to do. A nice blend of, you know, masculine and feminine energies. You've got some air, earth, water, fire, you know, so all the elements are here and, you know, as confirmed by the Magician, all the elements at your disposal. So there we have it, Leo. I hope that's been helpful. I think we'll wrap it up there. Look forward to your next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, a fantastic week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.